I wonder if he jazzercises.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Maketoys DOWNBEAT. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we have DOWNBEAT in his vehicle mode, in his robot mode. That's a very unflattering picture. Makes him look fat. Anyway, DOWNBEAT right here. Maketoys! On this side of the box, we have a little faded image there of DOWNBEAT. On the other side, you have a faded image of his leg for some reason, but okay. On the top, he's all like, hey! On the bottom, you just have, warning! Please don't eat anything in this box. I'm assuming that's what that says anyway. And a rundown of what's included in the box. And on the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots. You can do this, that, the other, all that stuff. And that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have DOWNBEAT, which is Maketoys' take on a Masterpiece Jazz. And this is a pretty cool figure, in my opinion. Let's get in close here so we can see the details. You got some nice silver paint there for the front grille. The headlights are done in a smoky, transparent plastic. It would have been nice if it had been done in blue. I would have preferred the headlights in blue, but oh well, it's not the end of the world. Not a deal breaker by any means, but it would have been nice if they'd been done in blue instead of this, dark transparent plastic, but oh well. You got the red and blue striping right down the hood, number 4. You also do get some details here picked out in silver as well. You have silver and gold on the wheels, which looks very, very nice. The wheels are rubber tires, which is cool. Number 4, and again you have that tinted transparent plastic there for the windows, the windshields, and all that good stuff. And you got more of the striping on the wheel well, and the striping going over the roof there. And you got some more of that silver paint back there, some black on the rear spoiler, and you got some orange there for the rear tail lights. This section here is kind of weird looking, but hey, just due to the way it transforms, that's just how everything ends up. But you end up with this weird just gap right here with stuff going on. But well, not the end of the world. And the underside, right there, everything's pretty clean. And he does roll, as rolling things should. Rolls nice and smoothly, which is always a good thing. And there you go. Now for comparison, here it is with Masterpiece Side Swipe. So you can see how they scale with each other. So, there you have that. Here he is with Masterpiece Ironhide. So you can see how they scale together. Here he is with MP10. So you can see how he scales with the big bots. The big boss bots. The BBB, the big boss bots. And here he is with the G1 Jazz because it's precious, jazzing precious. And there you go. Now he does include his speakers here, so we can bust some fat beats. They are cast. I can't pull that off. I just can't. Anyway, as you can see, they are cast in a purple plastic with some silver paint there for that central section. And you can incorporate these into the vehicle mode. You do have ports right back here on the taillights, and you just take them and plug them in like that, and like that. And there you go. And you can blast some tunes at you. It's pretty cool. So you can have that going on if you want. There are other accessories, but those are all for robot mode. So yeah, there you go. So we'll remove those, and we will get down to transformation, shall we? Let's do that. So first thing you want to do, you want to come to the front bumper here, and you just want to split this like that. And you also want to detach this section right here. See, that just clips in right there. So you just take all this, raise it up. There are also 2 clips that go under these panels right here, so just make sure that you get those out like that. And then just bring all this up. Hey, how you doing? There's his head. And then you just bring his head up. Get that out of the way. You want to take the doors and just rotate them up. You really do just want to kind of take them and flip them up like that. That really helps them get out of the way the best for everything that you're going to do. They'll still get in the way a little bit, but oh well. So you want that going on. Once you've done that, you want to take this whole front section here and just bring this. Actually, before you do that, forgot a step. Oopsies. You want to untab these wheels right here. You can see a tab in right there. Bring those out first. That's what you want to do first. And now that frees all this up, so you can shift this up on that double hinge right there. And once you do that, bring that down, and you can take the wheels now and just fold them in. You got tabs, slots right there. Fold that in. Also tab in. Tab in. There you go. And then the arms, you just fold out. Fold out. Fold out. And you can extend them down. And you just want to extend that arm all the way. Close this panel up. You can rotate it at the bicep swivel and then rotate at the wrist. And there you have an arm all done. Same thing over here. Just bring that down. Extend that all the way. Close that up. Rotate. Rotate. And there you go. Then you want to take the arms. You can see the arms are on these posts right here. And you just want to shift those down like that. Shift it down. And there you go. And then these two halves of the front section here, you just push them together. They will tab in. And there you have that. So what's going to happen here is, let me bring his arms up so you can see, and I can see what I'm doing. What's going to happen here is you have these tabs right here. There you go. That tab right there is going to go into the slot right there, and that will lock the shoulders in place on either side. So just line that up and just push that down and push down the other side like that. And this red section right here will just tab in right up there and lock all that in place. And now he's a giraffe. Okay, then you just compress his neck down like that. And there you go. Now, you can, let me raise this up a little bit so I have room to operate. There we go. Now, you can leave the doors out if you want to and give them the door wings. If you don't want to, you can just take them and tuck them behind his back like that. Then you just take the section, flip that in, and then you just bring all this up against his back like that. And there you have the backpack. And again, if you want him to have the door wings, you can have the door wings. There you go. Just that simple to have either option. I prefer flipping them in, having everything all nice and neat like. But there you have the upper body all done. So now we will move on to the legs. The legs can be a bit finicky, but we will get through it. So you want to split this section right here. You're going to take this whole assembly right here, and you're going to bring this down and out, because you can see this just tabs in right underneath that windshield section. So bring that out, and then you're going to bring all of this back. All this is on a double hinge here. So you want to take this and shift all of this back, and also shift it up like that, so you have clearance for this step. Actually, first, before we do that, you want to take this panel here and flip this up, and whoops. And sometimes that can pop off. You can see that that's just clipped in right there. And that does have a tendency to want to pop off on you, but it just pops right back on. But anywho's, once you do that, you want to take this section of the leg and swing it out and up, which in turn will rotate that section with it. And then it will just lock in up here like that. Then you take this section, slide it down, and that will tab in right there, like that. And we're getting places. We're getting places. So once you've done that, just kind of bring this up to get this out of the way. Take this panel here, swing this out, flip this panel up, bring out the heel, which will kind of sort of help you get the foot out. There you go. The feet are on very stiff joints. You do have to kind of muscle it down a bit, but there you go. Then you can close that up. And now what you're going to do with this section is kind of the finicky bit here. Now what you're going to do here is you're going to take the spoiler, and you're going to rotate it to the side like that, and then this whole section right here, just folds up. It's on a double hinge, and you want this tab to end up in this slot right there. So you just shift all this up on that double hinge, tab that in right there, and you want to take this section right here and push this forward. And on mine, these sections are really tight. Kind of a pain to get where you want to go, but there you go. And then you just work with that double hinge in there as well. And you just kind of bring this down so all of this lines up like that. And once you've done that, there's also a little tab right here that will go into a little slot right in there. Just tab that in, and that's actually the easiest time I've had doing that. Wow, thank you, Downbeat. Thank you so much. So there you go. So there you have a leg all done. Let's see if the second leg goes as smoothly. The second verse should be just like the first, hopefully in ease as well. So here we go. So untap that, bring all this back like that, and untab this panel, untab the panel, untab the panel, untab the panel, panel's untabbed. There we go. And then just shift all this out and up, tab that in, bring that down, tab in, right there, and then bring that up, bring that out, flip that out, flip out the heel, flip out the heel, flip out the heel, the heel, flip out the heel, flip out the heel, flip out the heel, heel. I am singing that to the Price is Right theme. I don't know why, but anyway. You get the foot out. On mine, this foot is like super tight. There we go. Jeez. That foot's really tight on mine, that hinge right there. Anyway. Flip out the heel. Anyway. So once you do that, bring that out to the side. Shift all this up. Tab that in. Get this section here pushed out. And then just get all this lined up as it should be. And then just get that little section there tabbed in. Bring the foot down. That was easy too. Wow, that's the easiest time I've had transforming his legs. Thank you, Downbeat. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I think we're done. Are we done? Yes, we're done. Woo! We're done. All right, there you go. And there you have Mr. Downbeat in his robot mode, and that sure is a jazz, and it looks good. Very nicely done, in my opinion. I really like the way this figure came out. Looks really, really good, as far as I'm concerned anyway. So let's get in close here. Not on his belly, but on his noggin. There's the noggin. You got some nice chrome for the visor right there. Nice chrome blue. Looks very nice. Nice head sculpt all around. They even molded and painted in a spot for the repro label. Aren't they just nice? They're so nice. So, there you go. Got some nice silver paint there for the midsection, along with some blue there. And some nice silver for the thighs. And going down the legs here. And all around, very nicely done. Very nicely done. And the backpack, you know, it has a little bit of a backpack, but nothing too egregious. But all around, though, very, very nicely done, in my opinion, anyway. Now, articulation-wise, his head is on a ball joint, so you do get a little bit of wiggly, waggly, wiggly, waggly. He can't really look up. You can use the transformation joints to get him to look up, but then things just kind of start to look weird. He can look down a bit, and of course you do have full 360 movement. The shoulders can do a full 360. One flaw here with the shoulder movement is that once you get it past a certain point, this part of the shoulder will bump into this piece, which in turn will untab the shoulder section completely. That's definitely an issue right there. That does kind of suck. You know, maybe that could have been handled a bit differently, but yeah, rotating the arms up will always just untab all of that, which does kind of suck. But there you have that. Outward movement. You have nice outward movement. You can pretty much Put his arm all the way up. You do have a bicep swivel. You do have a double jointed elbow, so you get a nice deep bend there. You do have a wrist swivel. The hands can open and close. He does have a waist swivel, although this section right here will get in the way, so you don't get a lot of swivel, but you get, I think, enough swivel. He does have an ab crunch as well. So you can get some crunching going on. A very good ab crunch as well. These hip panels, these square panels right here will move out of the way to accommodate the leg movement. Legs can go forward that far on a ratcheting joint and back that far. Outward movement. Again, these skirts will move out of the way to accommodate outward movement. Almost a full splits. He does have a thigh swivel. He does have a double jointed knee. There are two joints going on there. And you get a little over 90 degrees of bend. And the feet can move up. They can move down a little bit, but things start to get in the way there. And you do have a good ankle tilt going on. So, pretty poseable. It is a little bit of a bummer about the shoulders with the rotation there. That does kind of suck. That is unfortunate that they couldn't have, found a way to make that not happen. But oh well. Again, not a deal breaker by any means, as far as I'm concerned. I'm sure for someone it is, but not for me. But there you go. Now let's go through the accessories. Now, if you want to, you can put his speakers on him in robot mode. He does have ports right behind his shoulders. Two little ports right there next to the screw holes. And you can just plug these in here. Plug these in there. And you can have the speakers on his shoulders. And he does, this is where my tongue stops working. He does also have speakers for his side panels here. And these just have tabs that will go into slots right here on those hip panels. And you just tab those on, and tab those on. And now you can blast some tunes at you, which is pretty cool. Unfortunately, it would have been nice if maybe they had, picked some of these details out with some paint, but oh well. Again, not the end of the world. He does also include some weaponry. He does have his gun, which is cast in a silver-ish plastic with a bit of molded detail. That's the standard Masterpiece Collection. You have the tabs on either side of the handle, and you have a slot in the palm. And you can just give him his gun, just tab it in, close his hand around it, and he does hold that very, very securely. He's not dropping that. And there you go. He does also include his shoulder launcher, which is done in black with the missile itself done in that silver-ish plastic. This doesn't come off or anything or fire. That's just stuck there. And how this connects is, you can see there's slots. You can get some light in there. There we go. You can see a slot right there, and that just goes over this section right back here. It just slots over that hood section. And that gives him his shoulder launcher right there. And it's on a hinge, so you can angle it up, angle it down, do what you want. And there you go. And he does also include his grappling hook, which you can put into his hand. And what you do here is, you just take this and you put it into his hand like this, and then just push it back, and then close his fingers around it, and the tab will go into the palm right there. And that gives him his little grappling hook hand, and you can extend this very far, so you can see, you get some nice extension on that. Of course, you do have to roll this back up manually, but you can. But it's pretty cool that you do get the little grappling hook hand. This may take a while. I'm not going to edit this out. No, you're going to sit here. You're going to sit here and watch me roll this up. That's right. That's right. Hey, you like to torture me. I'm going to torture you. It's only fair. It's only fair. Only fair. There you go. So, yeah, this little grappling hook hand. Now, he does also have optional faces. Now, of course, the face that is on him right now is just the regular, just serious face. But he does also include an angry face. So you could have angry Jazz. That's when he's out of tune. And you also have the A face. The little smirking, weird looking face right there. The how you doing face. That's what I call that face. And to swap the faces, you just pull off the helmets. That's just disturbing. And then you just pop off the face. And it just tabs onto the slots right there. So you just tab that on. And then put the helmet back on. Get on. Get. There you go. And now he's all like, hey, how you doing? How you doing? So you can do that if you want. Or if you want him to be angry Jazz. Don't want to lose those. You can pop on the angry face. And grr, he's angry Jazz. Grr. There you go. So, there you have that. Me personally, I'm going to leave him with the serious face. But as always, it's your toy. You display it however you wish. So, there you go. Just pop this back on here. I could hold on a bit more securely. I mean, it's not floppy. It's not going to fall off. But, you know, if you bump it, it's gonna come off. But there you go, and now for comparison. Here he is with Masterpiece Side Swipe. So you can see how they look together. They are basically the same heights. There you go. Here he is with Masterpiece Ironhide. So you can see how they look together. So they have that. Here he is with Masterpiece Prime. You can see how he scales with the Big Boss Bot, the Triple B. And here he is with one of Maketoys Headmasters with their Chrome Dome. So you can see how they look together. And there you go. And that's pretty much it for Mr. Downbeat here, aka Jazz. Very nice figure. Very, very nice figure. You know, my only, you know, complaints, and they're just nitpicks, is I wish the headlights were blue. The shoulders, they could have found a way to make those work better so that they don't, you know, unhinge things. The legs can be a little bit finicky. Actually, transforming this on camera was the easiest I've ever had transforming these legs. So, thank you. But the legs can be a little bit on the finicky side. But, all in all, though, I mean, he looks good, he feels good. I mean, it's all around, though, it's good quality, so I do very much like it. It's a very nice take on a Masterpiece Jazz, in my personal opinion. He can blast some fat beats at you, yeah. So there you go. So if you would like a Downbeat or any of Maketoys' other offerings, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so check that out. You can also check out my third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Maketoys Downbeat, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, bomb in your face. Hey, Prime. Yes, Jazz, what is it? Hey, I just discovered some great new Earth music. You want to listen to it? Okay, sure, why not? Let's listen to it. Great. I'll pop it through the PA system.
Long enough, it's happening to you. Sooner or later, everybody poops.
Oh! Oh, what is this? What is this? This is not music. This is what evil sounds like. Autobots, transform and roll out. Roll out for your lives. He's going mad.
More than two. Death and taxes and everybody poops. Death and taxes and everybody poops. Death and taxes and everybody